Yo, what's up? Oh shit. Yo, what's up? This is JERMZ from JERMZ Boxing, aka JERMZ the Boxing Prophet. I'm sorry, my voice is a little gone because I did a performance last night, so bear with me. So yeah, I just done finishing watching Pascal versus Hopkins, and before I let you guys know about that, I want to let you guys in on some old boxing history. Back in the day, like in the 1920s or 1930s, there was this writer in the newspaper. You see, back in the day, there was robberies, and then there's controversial decisions. Hopkins has a history of being involved in a lot of controversial decisions. Back in the day, this sports writer would actually write about the fight, and then he would give the opinion of who he thought won the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, there would be robberies back then, because it was easier to manipulate judges. The mob would have control over certain fights or certain outcomes or certain bouts. So this writer would always write down, who he thought would win. So if there was any kind of bets, especially with sharks or mafias or gangsters or even in a bookie thing, if there was a bet, these guys would depend on what they call the paper winner, the winner, something like that, the newspaper winner, basically referring to that writer's opinion of who he thought won. So basically, what I'm saying is, what happened here with Hopkins and JEAN PASCAL, you see, the prediction that I predicted, it came about. Yeah, it did unfold, but the age thing was really apparent early on in the fight. JEAN PASCAL really surprised me by not being so athletically sloppy, like I said, and actually poised himself and timed his little flurries, timed his little sloppiness. He timed it all right. He actually learned. He actually evolved from his last fight to right now. So okay, I give him a lot of credit. I do give JEAN PASCAL that credit. But he still has stamina problems. He still runs out of gas. And early in round one, he threw this flurry and cuffed Bernard Hopkins in that borderline, right there in the borderline between Mexico and United States, illegal and legal. That little border where you can kind of call it behind the head, like the Green Jones Jr. fight. You know what I'm saying? The knockout, the first round knockout. When they said that borderline knockdown, it was one of those cuffing knockdowns. Knocked Bernard Hopkins into the ropes, and I was like, oh man, he hasn't been knocked down like that since the mid 90s, like 94, 95. And that surprised me. I was like, okay, I was making excuses for Bernard Hopkins. Okay, that was in the back of the head. It shouldn't have been called a knockdown, but when I saw the replay at the end, all right, okay, I guess, yeah, all right. I'm not going to argue with it because it's a borderline. But in round 3, there was this exchange, and Bernard Hopkins ate this hook inside that actually hurt. I've never seen Bernard Hopkins hurt before, and he dropped by one punch left hook down to his knees, and it felt like your dad getting punched and knocked out in public. You know what I'm saying? It felt like you got mad. What? I never seen Bernard Hopkins hurt. He wasn't hurt, but he was stunned. He fell. I never seen him fall like that. Or hurt like that, or whatever, you know what I mean? So he knocked him down in round 3. Okay, so 2 legitimate knockdowns. Dude, JEAN PASCAL ran out of gas by round 5 or 6, man. He was already huffing and puffing, man. Try to run around, try to box. Okay, I give him that credit. And then Bernard Hopkins turned the heat up. He turned the heat and blackened up the meat. And he started chopping away at JEAN PASCAL. Sucking out that syrup from that maple tree, you know what I'm saying? And wobbling him around. And JEAN PASCAL would do the little flurries, and I was surprised why Hopkins wasn't blocking those wide JEAN PASCAL lead left hooks. You would think that Hopkins would want to shoot us a lead straight right down the middle inside those long left hooks, but I think that's where the age comes in. Come on, you have to hit. If you're fighting an old man, the least you can do is hit him once or twice. And that's exactly what JEAN PASCAL did. As Hopkins would out-punch the crap out of him, out-combination him, out-jab him, out-footwork him, out-boxed him. And you know what? Round 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, Hopkins started taking him to school. Hopkins pulled out that big old ruler, started spanking JEAN PASCAL around the classroom, hitting him, do your homework, eat your apples, eat your vegetables, boom, detention, bam, Saturday school, bam, you're suspended, and expelled them. And you know what? The judges had it It had it a draw, 113, 113. I don't know what kind of weed that judge was smoking. I don't know how they came up with it. I don't really want to pull out the pencil and like, oh, they're leaving whatever. You know what I'm saying? Something happened. The other judge, 114, 114. The other judge had it 2 points winning for Hopkins. It was a draw. Now, if you're in another country against their beloved prince, against their, you know, it's like the second biggest fight in history in that country, and you get a draw, and one judge had you winning, that's a newspaper win, my friend. That's a newspaper Bernard Hopkins win. Do you understand what I'm saying? So right now, everybody who's betting their money should collect that newspaper money. You know what I'm saying? Because this time, Bernard Hopkins getting that draw over there and one judge having him ahead, that's a straight win. That I don't care what the record book says. I don't care, you know. I would say a rematch, but it's gonna remind me of like that Jermaine Taylor shit. You know what I mean? It's gonna be, you know. I was surprised how entertaining this fight was. Had me at the edge of my seat. I'm always at the edge of my seat with Bernard Hopkins. A lot of people is like, man, watching Bernard Hopkins like watching flies. Fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it says. But you know what? But if you look at the art of fly love, you know, you can see the beauty in whatever, you know. Basically what I'm saying is, I look at Bernard Hopkins, I actually put myself in his mind, in his shoes, and kind of like calculate what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a professor, you know. He knows his timing is right. As soon as he sees somebody like slow down, it just takes a split of a second to make a certain judgment or a certain choice that's gonna play along at the end down the road. And I just see Bernard's brilliance just unraveling, unfolding, and at the same time, I saw somebody who's really untested, somebody who was really underestimated, actually, you know, start learning things as he went. But you know what? Jean Pascal will always have a problem. His big ass muscles always wear him down. To me, the turning point to me was when they had that the issue with Bernard Hopkins' left glove, when they were like, you know, doing the taping. Jean Pascal was sitting on his ass, trying to take as much time sitting down as possible. He wasn't even supposed to be sitting down. I don't know why they let him sit down. He was supposed to be standing up while the other guy's getting his hand grab. And then that's one thing that pissed me off. When Bernard Hopkins, I don't care if your feet are tangled. It happens with southpaws all the time. If the punch lands in the back of the ear or in the shoulder and the guy falls, okay, it's not a knockdown. The feet were tangled. But Bernard had landed a punch inside in the chin. Boom. It might not have been a little Mike Tyson compact truck punch, but he packed it. He hit Jean Pascal. You guys watch that, whatever. That should have been called a knockdown, and that should have been a 2-point win for Bernard Hopkins. But you know what? A majority draw. Bernard Hopkins, that's still a win for me. Who cares? Whatever. That's why I like. That's why I love Hopkins' fights, because you have to break up. It's a math thing. If I was, you know, I used to run a school of boxing. Yes, I used to, because in boxing it was alternative school. It'd be 4 days, you know, actual boxing, you know what I mean, the training, the sparring, and then 1 day straight knowledge, straight juice, straight, you know, teaching them about history, teaching them who was the first, who threw the first certain combination, who was known for the first left uppercut, right hook combination, who was known for the point left, right over the hand, you know, one punch knockout. You know what I'm saying? Basically, Bernard Hopkins fights, you can break them down, all his fights, and say, why did he win this, how did he did this, and why are they controversial, if he would have done this, all that, you know, all his things are so intelligent. That's why I like it. You can learn a lot from Bernard Hopkins fights. And in this moment, I think that Bernard Hopkins did enough what he did to hang his hat on. I mean, it wasn't the orgasm he needed, so I think he's gonna put that damn hat back on and try to go again. I say, you know, in the rematch with Jean Pascal. When Jean Pascal first beat Shad Dawson, he was like, Hopkins. You know, he was already like jumping on the Hopkins cock. And when they asked him for a rematch, and then they told him, no, you want it or not? Well, yeah, okay, whatever. Like, he's not confident. Like, at the end of the fight, Hopkins always, I always win. Like, in every fight, he thought he won. Yeah, of course, everyone thought he won. I did. I knew they were gonna. I honestly thought they were gonna give it to Jean Pascal. I really did. Thank God it was a draw. That means it was a win. So, anyways, that's it. I'm sweating like a damn pig over here. So yeah, subscribe. You know, leave me any questions that you guys got. Any fights that are coming up. I'm gonna do a video about the Johnson versus Froch, and then I forgot the other Super 6 tournament, you know, and then the bantamweight ones, you know, whatever. But ask me. I think Hayes fighting the other Klitschko now, Vladimir, and Solis is fighting Vitaly. Shit. But anyways, yeah, but I'll do that vlog for later. But anyways, this is JERMZ from JERMZ Boxing. Subscribe, and I'm out.